Alright guys, we are back with another video. This is your boy X7, and we're gonna be going over these character bios, man, that I just thought of just now. I apologize for that. I just realized that I didn't do this, but it's alright, man. But we're gonna get into it, bro. Like, these character bios shows what's going on in the story and who's who. So, God of Fire, Liu Kang, man. Having won control of the Hourglass, Liu Kang has restarted history. He neutralized the threats and dangers that had come before him, crafting a new era in which all beings below had the opportunity to find peace. But that peace is now threatened by Liu Kang, by by enemy Liu Kang has never anticipated. It will take all of his wisdom and experience to not save only Earthrealm, but all of reality. So Liu Kang basically has to prepare for this big threat, which I believe is not Shang Tsung. It's not just Shang Tsung. So we're going to see if it's on Naga or an enemy you haven't seen yet. But we'll soon find out, man. Grandmaster Lin Kuei Sub-Zero. As the Lin Kuei's Grandmaster, Sub-Zero leads his ancient warrior clan in the defense of Earthrealm from eternal threats for centuries. It has been a solemn task, but Earthrealm has been threatening generations of Sub-Zero since no point in limiting his clan to preparing for the dangers that may never come. His leadership will, his leadership, the Lin Kuei, will come out the shadows and fight for his place as one of Earthrealm's greatest nations. So, Sub-Zero is basically Beyond in the story mode, and we're gonna see what Beyond does with the Link Way. Is he still evil? Is he gonna turn to Sabat soon? Who knows? But we gonna find out, man. And here is the most anticipated one I was interested in: Scorpion. The Reverend Luke Linkway, Warrior Scorpion. Like his cherished father, Scorpion has dedicated his life to the Linkway, its defense of Earthrealm. When his father died, Scorpion was bereft, though he took pride in his brother, knowing his brother Sub-Zero was see their father as the Linkway's Grand Master. But Sub-Zero's unprecedented moves to cast off the Linkway's traditional duties have frozen Scorpion's enthusiasm. He fears that he might have to fight battle his brother for control of the Linkway's legacy. So it's going around that Scorpion may be Kwai Lang from Mk1. We don't know what Hanzo is. We gonna find out. We gonna find out sooner or later where Hanzo is probably, and we gonna see what Scorpion does. What Scorpion does to fight for the clan. Princess of Outworld Katana. Katana has one personal purpose in life: to aid and protect her older sister Melina as she prepares to rule Outworld one day. The steady hand Katana ignores the calls of those who advocate that she may replace her impulsive sister as heir. Instead of Katana will defend the realm by making Melina the best empress possible. She will also fight to hide her sister's dark secret that can end her sister's reign before it begins. So Katana is like trying to be a big sister, trying to protect the Empress of our world. Some people say some people don't like this. So we gonna see what happens with Katana between Katana and Melina. But let's move on to 21st century action hero Johnny Cage. Like many stars before him, Johnny Cage became addicted to his fame. He came to measure his self worth by his fans' adoration and their praise on him of social media. So social media is a thing in Mk1. But with his star now fading, Johnny is finding an uphill battle to remain relevant. He joins Liu Kang's Earthrealm champions, hoping that it will provide his career and his fame just pretty needed boost. So now some down the line, Johnny is probably gonna make a decision to not to give up the acting and protect Earthrealm. That's my theory is gonna happen to him. So let's move on to Kenshi. So restore his family name Kenshi Takashi. Once one of Japan's most honored families, the Takashis were decimated in battle. They lost everything, including their emblem, to their power. The revered sword Sento, those who survived the Bakuto and the predecessor of the Yakuza, for its protection. 5 centuries later, Kenshi is raised on the stories of his ancient family's exploits. Destining his corrupt Yakuza life, he pines to fight free the Takashis from the Yakuza's grasp and restore their name. But for his family to follow him, Kenshi must fight and provide proof that he can lead. And that he can lead. His first battle is to find and retrieve Sento. So Kenshi is like trying to find trying to restore his family's name from the Yakuza because he's a Yakuza in this battle. He's a Yakuza, and he's trying to free his family. So we're gonna see what happens to Kenshi if he becomes blind again, which some down the line that might happen. So we're gonna find out. The youthful warrior with dreams of glory, Kung Lao, born and raised in the village of Fangjin. Kung Lao has spent his life toiling in the fields. It has been an honorable life, if not a glorious one. Kung Lao's the greatest fear is that his life will amount to nothing. He prays fearfully that he will be called to something bigger. His prayers are answered when he's asked to join the champions of Earthrealm. As a warrior for his honor, Kung Lao knows that his victories will be long remembered. So in this timeline, Kung Lao is not the chosen one. Sadly, sorry for you Lao boys out there. He's not the chosen one. So I feel like something's gonna happen. Some Kung Lao is gonna be that second wing again. Unfortunately, which I actually feel bad for Lao because he never gets a chance in the story world. So we'll see. Alright, on to my main as of right now, Melina. Heir to the Outward's throne, born mere seconds of head of a twin sister, Melina is the rightful heir to Outward's throne. But even so, there are those who distrust Melina's impulsiveness. They whisper that Katana, with their steady hand, should replace Melina to help her as throne. As Melina fights for legitimacy, she has a horrible secret. She is infected with the dreaded lethal Tarkat disease, with which a rare affliction. Find out Melina will be forced in battle to save her throne. So, and somewhere, someplace, Melina gets infected. She she turns like this evil pharaoh monster, like you see up there in the trailer. And at some point, at some point, Katana and Melina will have to fight each other, as you can see up there in the gameplay trailer. But in my eyes, I think Melina is gonna probably come to her senses and battle alongside her sister Katana, even though she has like this disease. So we're gonna figure out what happens between those two, man. uh, and let's move on to the champion of Earthrealm, Raiden. In the village of Fangjin, Rain was known for his kindness and charity. He was happy to spend his days tending to the fields as well as his friends and family. So when he's asked to leave Fangjin and become one of Earthrealm's champions, Rain hesitates, but he soon realizes it's the best to serve his village. He must join them. As Earthrealm mounts, Raiden, as threats of Earth on Mount, Raiden must mature into the great warrior that Liu Kang knows he can be. See, Liu Kang and Raiden basically flip flop stuff in this game. They flip flop roles. Katana and Melina. Katana and Melina are sisters. We gonna see if they work together. If they not, well, it's too good to be true. And Lao is like the second wing. Sorry for you Lao boys out there. Um, Kenshi just fighting for his own path, which is I like. Johnny being Johnny. So and Johnny is being Johnny. I don't think nothing changed in this timeline with him. So it's very interesting to see, man. And and, and this is your boy XX Savage. I hope to see great things come out of this. Out of the story mode, I will be playing the gameplay trailer. And as this moment, as I'm recording this video, Thursday, July 6th, they gonna have a combat cast and more reveals. So we gonna see more characters on the main roster. We gonna see who makes it, who doesn't make it. I honestly, I just can't wait to see who gets revealed, man. But as I can say, I apologize for this late bio upload, but I was busy, man. But we gonna see who's who's gonna be the big bad evil. But it's your boy X Savage, and I'm out.